Thank you, listeners. We're back with you on the hotline. I stole some time from NCB for Inside Banking. Gonna have to make the time up now. I'm joined by Sharon Williams, Head of Group Client Experience. Hi, welcome.
Hi, Emily.
How are you?
Thank you for having me.
Thank you, and my apologies. Yes, how is Mr. Richardson, Lloyd Richardson at the Financial Center in Mandeville?
How is he?
Yes.
He's doing pretty well. He's doing pretty well, and he's really enjoying it out there.
Well,
really enjoying, maybe too much.
Last time he came here, proudly declared he's a Liverpool supporter. And Arsenal played Liverpool the weekend after. Ask him how he was that weekend for me when you see. And give him my regards, Sharon.
I'm sure, Emily. I'm sure.
What are we talking about today?
We were talking about our SME CX Hub that we have at NCB. Mm-hmm. So this is a service that we introduced in December 2021. So this year really a 1 year. And really what it is, Emily, we recognize that our SME customers, I mean, they're busy people. They really want to make sure that they maximize how they use their time. And so we have created this hub, a centralized area where we have a team of professionals just focused on helping our SMEs with their various service requests. So we don't want our SMEs wondering, if I need to get something done that I cannot do online, how do I do it? Who do I make contact with? So there are specific mailboxes that our SMEs can write to, and they have a dedicated team of relationship associates across our branch network that are there to service them. Mm-hmm. So that's the main thing with our SME Hub.
All right. And then tell me what specific services people can get through the hub now.
Okay. So through the hub, if you're opening an account, that's a big one for our customers. So our customers who wish to open an account, the persons in the hub will support them with that. What we want, though, is that once our customers indicate that they wish to open an account, they make an appointment to come into the branch to open an account. This relationship associate will actually plan a meeting with the customer. So we refer to it as a pre-visit meeting, because we want the customer to go through, the rep to go through with the customer the various documents that you require. Mm-hmm. And once the customer has those documents and they've completed them, we want to make sure that they're properly completed, you haven't missed anything, because we don't want somebody wasting their time turning up at the branch, then the person looking at it and saying, you know, you didn't sign, you didn't have this document, or you didn't bring this document. We want to make sure when you're in front of the rep, they are ready to do business, and we can open your account in no time and get you out of the branch. So what else you do? That's one of the things. And then persons may need to amend the signatures on their accounts. Persons, another popular one is auditor's confirmation. So you can send through the hub to get that done. That's done by a centralized team. Credit reference letters is another thing that our customers need support with. And then for our customers who have not yet signed up for online banking, we provide support with that. So in terms of how to actually complete the forms, plus the training for the persons and their team members, that's a big one for us, because we want to make sure that our SMEs can bank on their own convenience. They do not have to come into the branch. And when they do have to come into the branch, you have this dedicated person who is there to support you.
Right. So which of these services that you're telling me about would require the person to come in? I know account opening and amending account signatures for sure.
Amending account signatures for sure. You actually need to come into the branch. But for auditor's confirmation, you don't need to come into the branch, but you can send your request through the hub. And the person will have that request and will handle it for you. Importantly, as we serve our customers through the hub, we want to ensure that they have an indemnity on file, an indemnity that allows us to take email requests from our customers. So that's important.
Our specific account or some specific accounts, yeah? So that, if an email comes from person X saying with a different email address from the one or ones they've given you, you don't activate that request?
No, we will not. And we'll be making contact with the customer to confirm that, did you actually send us this request? If there's something happening that you need to be made aware of, then you can be made aware of it. But we definitely want to just make it as convenient as possible for our SMEs. And that's the idea behind having the hub and the dedicated persons to support them.
Right. And then now for sign up and training, you actually do provide training for online access?
Yes, we do. We have a team that's led by a gentleman, Christopher Williamson, a really, really good team. The truth is, Emily, once they touch a customer, we're getting persons writing to say, just how good the experience was.
Mm-hmm.
So they're very highly trained in that area. So once it is that a relationship associate indicates that this customer needs training, needs some support, we reach out to that team and they're on it. And they're making sure to just hold the customer's hand from start to finish. So the person is very comfortable using the online banking platform. So they avoid the branch and avoid lines and avoid waiting.
And the training that is also done online.
Right. So for the most part, it can be done online. If there are instances that we have to visit customers, then we do that as well. But for our SMEs, for the most part, whatever it is that we need to walk them through, it can be done online. So that's a big one for our SMEs. And sometimes persons shy away from online, but what we realize, once they learn how to use it and they recognize the convenience, they are just doing it on their own.
Right.
Doing it on their own.
And how does a small, medium enterprise now access the hub, having signed up and also all of that?
Okay, so to access the hub, so we have now set up our branch network in financial centers.
Yeah.
So let me share with you. So we have our Constant Spring Financial Center, and that serves customers. A Constant Spring branch, Matilda's Corner branch, New Kingston branch, University branch. And then there's a specific email for that hub, and it is Constant Spring SME Request at jncb.com. Right? Then we have our Duke Street Financial Center, and that serves Duke Street, Halfway Tree, Portmore, Morant Bay. And then we have Duke Street SME Request at jncb.com. You'll recognize that we're just changing the branch. So it's Duke Street SME Request at jncb.com. Then we have our Mandeville Financial Center, which serves Mandeville, Santa Cruz, Christiana, and Junction. And that is Mandeville SME Request at jncb.com. Maypen Financial Center serves Maypen, St. Jago Shopping Center, Linstead, and Old Harbor. And that is Maypen SME Request at jncb.com. Then Fairview Financial Center, Falmouth, Fairview, Bay West, Savlamar, Lucy, Negril. And that is Fairview SME Request at jncb.com. And then finally, we have St. Anne's Bay Financial Center, Brownstone, Ochoria, St. Anne's Bay, Port Maria, Port Antonio. And that mailbox is at St. Anne's Bay, SME Request at jncb.com.
Hold on a second. Hold on. Let me just take a quick break talking with Sharon Williams in Inside Banking with NCB. We're back with you. We're Inside Banking with NCB, talking with Sharon Williams, Head Group Client Experience. Yes, you were on the floor, Miss Williams.
Yes, Emily. So what we also recognize is that sometimes a customer may not just remember the specific email address for their branch. And so we have the generic SME CX Hub at jncb.com.
What's the CX for?
Client Experience.
Experience.
So that's how we normally just use it in our banking job.
Right, yes. Right. So what if you, let's say you maintain an account at Constant Spring. Right. You like it for whatever reason, but somehow you are supposed to fall in the jurisdiction of Duke Street. Can you continue and reach out to the Constant Spring Hub for whatever guidance you want?
Most definitely. Okay. Most definitely. So how we operate is that hubs are helping hubs and supporting hubs, and branches within our hub are supporting branches. So that is fine. It's all about the convenience for the customer. So if that's what works for the customer, then we'll make it work.
And an email to any of the hubs, the financial centers you mentioned, should be an email on any one of the services that you mentioned they provide?
Any one of the services that we provide through the hub to indicate that you would require some assistance with this particular service, and a team member will respond to you within 24 hours for sure. We'll acknowledge your email for sure, and then action to make sure that you know we're handling the request for you.
And I notice we say this is for SMEs. Is it that individuals cannot access these hubs?
It is really for our SMEs at this point in time. There are other channels that we have to serve our individual customers. And we find that for the individuals, it's normally a very specific transaction that they need to do. And a lot of our individual customers now can do those transactions at our channels.
Right.
But we realize with our SMEs, because they're trying to manage their business, and it's normally a small business, so leaving there to go somewhere to come back, it's pretty challenging for them. And so we want to make sure that they are feeling the support coming from us as their bankers, as their partners.
And what you mean by SME when you say that?
So turnover below 600 million. Would fall in the category of SMEs, and then within that whole segment, you have micro, different from small, different from medium, but definitely to be classified at NCB as an SME is turnover below 600 million.
But is it necessary for incorporation, i.e. a company, or do you also accept partnerships or sole tradership?
Yes, we do. Okay. We absolutely do. Yes, we do.
So business name registration, sponsor trading as, that is sufficient. Yeah?
Trading as is also, we do have a number of our SMEs who are registered as trading as, and that's absolutely fine as well.
And remind me when you started this business hub concept?
December 1, 2021.
Right. So you're 11 months or so into doing it. How have you assessed it? Has it been going well for the SMEs?
It really, really has. For our customers who are aware of the hub, are using the hub, it is highly convenient for them. They love just knowing who it is that they can contact, knowing that there is an email address that they can use to send off their request, knowing that when they require support with online banking, there's a team to support them. So it really is a strong support team there for them, and it really has been a good experience for our customers so far. And so we're happy for that.
If they have complaints, where do they go?
Well, if they have complaints, they can route their complaints through the hub as well, because the hub is managed by two senior persons who look at everything that comes through those mailboxes, so they can route it there as well. And routing through there, they also have the opportunity now, we just introduced NCBAssistBiz, so they can actually track their complaints and track their requests. And we expect that by next year, March, they will be able to log their own requests and log their own complaints.
What if the complaint is against the person who is doing the routing, and do they have the capacity to delete anything that comes on the hub?
To delete?
Yes, the person who is manning the system or reading, yes, can they delete an adverse comment or complaint about a subject if the person who is reading the email?
I understand. So you do have the relationship associates who serve the customer.
Yes.
But in addition to that, you have two other senior members who have access to all the mailboxes. So they're able to also see what comes into the mailbox. So if it's something related to a relationship associate that, maybe they're not so pleased with, this person is also actually seeing that. And we have a general service email address, cem@jncb.com, that customers can also send requests and complaints to that email address as well. So it is well managed and monitored by that team. So it would be hard for somebody to delete something that a customer would have sent that should have been brought to our attention.
Right, and there's some audit on the back end to see if there's anything deleted. Then at least some master controller can see what has been deleted.
Well, our IT team would definitely be able to facilitate that. So I wouldn't have to guess that one for sure.
Okay. How can we learn more if people want to hear more than all we've gone through on this hub? SME.
Okay, so if they want to learn more, so they can actually write to SME CX Hub at jncb.com or CEM@jncb.com. And they can listen out for some of the programs that we have through the hub. It's called Simply Banking. And we use those programs to cover various topics for our customers. So they can listen out for that as well. But SME CX Hub at jncb.com or CEM@jncb.com.
Good. Anything else you want to tell me before we go, Miss Williams?
Just encouraging our SMEs to use those channels, also encouraging our SMEs to use our online platform for making appointments to come into. If you do need to come into the branch, you go to our website, www.jncb.com. The top left, it says book your appointment. And for all customers listening, not just SMEs, book your appointment to come into the branch. It significantly reduces your wait time, right? Mm-hmm. So on our website, www.jncb.com, at the top left, it says book your appointment. Book your appointment, and when you're there, let me tell you, it's a whole different experience.
Well, you were perfect up to the last minute when you went to www. We don't do www, but not here. So next time, get your 100% instead of 95. I'm going to take away 5% because you say www. Thank you, Sharon Williams. Have a great weekend. Yeah, have a great weekend.
Thank you so much, Emily.
Take care. Head Group Client Experience. That's Inside Banking with N.